Hello my friends and welcome on back to the Legacy SMP server. I've got an awesome episode planned for today. Today is going to be all about setting ourselves up for success. Because oh my gosh, I am tired of spending all of my hard-earned diamonds in the shopping district. To get ourselves started off for today, we've got a lot of farms that we need to tackle around the base here. So let's start off first and foremost with a cactus farm. Now, outside of the cactus farm, I did want to get a few other things set up here. One of those being a lovely iron farm. Hence why we have 12 villagers sitting over here inside of minecarts. I want to get an iron farm tackled in today's episode. I think that's going to be pretty good. But before we do that, we need to jump on out of here and head over to our cactus farm. I've left it up here running for a little while since we finished those. What I want to do with these is this shorter tower, which is also producing dirt, is going to be going directly into a smelting point, which will be turning all of the cactus into cactus dye. Then we're going to be sending all of that cactus dye back over to our bulk storage room over there. This one here, however, we're going to be doing something a little bit different with it, is this taller guy, which is, I believe, ooh, we are getting very far down here. I believe this taller one is actually 9 stack tall or 10 stack tall. I want to take this one, send it into a bunch of composters down here, and then send that bone meal off to our storage unit. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time getting that stuff set up for ourselves, getting the automated thing set up over on this side. I will need to find a way that we can fuel the furnaces over here. And the base of this farm is finished up for the most part. I've just got a whole smeltery system down here now. It's a mini version of our auto smelter over there, and I used way too many hoppers for it, but it's fine. So what we can do up here is we can just drop a bunch of fuel inside of this one. In this case, I'm using all of the sticks we're getting from our tree farm because I feel like I won't need to load it up too much. And that's just kind of coming over here and filling up all these guys with sticks, and hopefully that's making its way. It'll slowly make its way down here as it kind of fills up and stocks itself too much. That'll work out, and then we're just getting the cactus in here, which I'm going to do another few hoppers and drop it in this here water channel that is very dry right now, but it's going to be headed off this way. And I've realized for the iron farm that I want to have it being somewhere where we're going to be incorporating other buildings. And also one thing I want to do with the iron farm is add in for all of the poppies, similar to how we have the composter set up for that tower right there. For all of those, all of the poppies coming out of the iron farm, I want to turn those just directly into compost if I haven't mentioned that already. But I'm thinking iron farm right back in here should be really cool with like its own tower built around it, because I don't want fWhip tower to be like just its lone standing tower. I want this to feel like a city. I know that fWhip tower is supposed to be like our taller structure, but I'm thinking this might actually be a smaller one as we kind of add more into here, because that basically is the same height as this one. And I think our nether portal is taller, so I don't really care with that being that size right now. We'll make a big old iron tower right here. I don't think I'm gonna win any awards anytime soon for making pretty looking redstone, but you know, I think why is this? I don't know what that's supposed to be doing, but we're gonna pick that up. But we have this little dropper right here is dropping in with, this is how you build an item dropper, by the way. Here's a nice little F5 shot. You need all these little blockies in here. I just got a little screenshot in a side folder that teaches me how to do this thing because I can never remember. But you just take a little comparator thing out of there and then do the little wires. They come back in with the repeaters and then they do that. And then anytime this dropper right here gets anything in it, it's just gonna drop and lose everything and it's all gonna go away. But that being said, we can come on up here and we should start to see a little bit of that stuff flowing throughout this area into where all of our lovely villager friends are. And it should be coming into here. And this one will be filling up a little bit back into there as well. Moving on from doing a little bit of technical stuff for now, we're gonna go say hi to Scott, or dang that's a long name, or S Major, or I don't know what other names he has, but let's go over there and see what he's got going on. Apparently he's got a job for us.
Hello, fWhip.
Hey Scott, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm here to ask, well, I brought you here to ask for your help.
Cool, cool. All right, I'm here.
So,
what do we got? I will say though, I've been viewing your base a little bit from my side. I'm like, I didn't realize how close we are. I just recently, like right over the mountain here. We might be
Yeah,
able
we're
to,
like,
yeah. Very,
can we
very
see
close.
yours from here?
I don't know. It'll be
My render
close.
distance
No.
doesn't go that.
Yeah.
Very close though.
Very close. But I realized that I never went any, like, what is this, west, north, or east of my base? I never went any of these directions until like last week. And I was like, oh, you're up here. Jimmy's right there. Germ's right over there. I was like, I have neighbors. I'm so happy.
Yeah,
I felt very alone
like,
up here.
We're on like the border of like, you're on the cyberpunk district and I'm just in the fantasy district.
I know. I kind of love it though. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah. So as you can tell, I have my like fantasy base floating in the sky here. And I'm really happy with like how the towers and such have came out. The thing I'm not as happy with is I don't like how flat it is on the underside. And I tried to do one layer, as you can see in that little back floating island of stone, and realized that wasn't going to happen because I hate it. So I'd be wondering if you would be able to like basically add sort of like stone or make it look more natural to basically the floating islands of dirt and the 4 smaller towers, but not the middle one, because I've done like a fancy floating design on the bottom of that one.
Yeah.
But the smaller ones. Is that
so we're
something
looking
you
at
could do?
like are you looking for under the corner towers? Do you want that to be like a stone rocky thing? Or are you looking for like kind of like
more like stalagmites kind of thing, so like going down to a point.
I see you got a few of your workers up there on your scaffolding ready to go.
Yeah, they helped earlier. I didn't realize scaffolding had like a limit of like when you put it, like if you put it outside of the initial structure, it falls, which is why there's just some scaffolding on the floor.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
that's
don't use scaffolding
big bummer.
Yeah, I went to take it down, and then I was like, well, if I'm going to ask someone to do it, I may as well just leave that there. So if you do need it, it's already there.
I mean, I think I still stick with the old school dirt scaffolding when I'm doing stuff like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, are you going to be building this area down below as well? Is that still kind of something you have planned?
That was like originally the layout I had done way before I even decided to go into the sky, and I've just never taken it away. So I have no attachment to the bottom. I'm between either maybe doing a below kingdom or making kind of like craters as though this used to be in the floor and has been lifted out of it.
As I know, we're both WoW nerds over here, more of like a dollar on vibe to it. Yeah, got it.
So that's sort of like what I was going for. Was it's kind of like a magically floating tower, but obviously I want some of it to look like it was pulled out, and then obviously the middle tower was the main one, so it's.
And now for I'm very interested in the job, by the way, as as I'm asking all these questions for it. Are you hoping to keep these little spots being airy, like where there's in between here?
Yes. My plan is I'm going to put like little bridges between these.
Got it.
The reason these exist was purely because although this base looks really cool, the smaller towers are almost unusable because of how small they are and awkward. So I was like, I'm going to need some outside space to build like a furnace area and vice versa. So I'm like, we'll turn like some of them. Yep, I do that all the time. But my plan is like I'll turn some of the smaller islands into like little farmland islands, and then maybe build like a little smeltery thing over in this one.
Very cool.
But at the moment, I just need it to look better, and then I can obviously work from there.
Gotcha. So I will say that building upside down, like kind of doing the downward stuff, can be pretty painful. So I know we were talking briefly beforehand about some diamonds for this one.
Yes.
I would say...
What would your time frame be for this and the price for this?
I could probably say 2 weeks to 3 weeks. I can have it done. If we're talking about just the islands here, if you want me to do like some added effort and do like some stuff down below, it'll probably be a little bit longer. I'll probably do it as just like one big giant stint of working on it all at once. But if there's an area that you need done first to like get your stuff done,
I think for now we'll stick to making the top part and leave the bottom as it is, and then I can obviously, if in the future when I get more money and decide that I need it again, I can come back to you if I decide to do that, because I don't know if I want to build anything down there yet or not. I've not decided.
But gotcha.
How much would it cost then for just the top part?
Let's see, I have a bunch of stone lying around that I just need to get rid of, so I can supply all the resources for it. That's no problem. But I'm thinking probably half stack of diamonds. 40 diamonds.
Deal. That's
Deal?
fine.
Okay. All right.
Deal. I didn't realize how many diamonds I had until I like went to the will shop the other
Oh
day.
well,
I was
in
like,
that shape,
I mean,
it's got
that will
full
still
stack
be
of diamonds.
all of my
Yeah.
money. That will be my like most of my money. To be honest, I've given you most of my money by buying like the wither roses for the dark prismarine.
Yeah, thank you. And the dark prismarine here, perfect touch. I think you should go a
Yep.
little bit more with it. I think, yeah, you could use
No, it's
some
done.
more.
We're done. I also bought birch as well for the floors of the other towers. Like, I've literally built half of this with just your shops. Like,
Hey, you know what? I'm carpeting my entire base, so it's coming right from you too.
Oh, okay, we're just trading.
We're just giving diamonds back and forth. That's great.
But okay, that's perfect then. So like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and you supply the materials, and that'll be 40 diamonds.
Yeah, 40. We'll go with that. I think that'll be an awesome little build that we can get over here. I will probably stay in touch with you along like the whole process of it, and we can do maybe a little update or something as I'm building. I'll bug you on that, and no worries about if you're streaming or anything around here. Don't worry about spoiling it at all. It's your base after all. So if I leave it half finished, that's exclusive previews. So
yay. Okay, that's perfect. Well, thank you very much. Do you require like half the payment now and half the payment after?
I know where I can come steal some diamonds from you, so
okay,
I'll get it later.
Okay.
When I got the fWhip terraforming shop coming soon, and then they'll do the money up front thing. But you know, off market job, we'll go with this way.
Yay, perfect.
And now, my friends, without any further ado, I present to you Iron Farm. Well, good news, Iron Farmer's working. Extra good news, we have a mob defense system. These guys are also going to work as great robot defense systems around our city. If they get loose, I feel like they fit the cyberpunk theme very, very well. But that being said, we've got to figure out, see, there's even more dropping down right here. They're spawning faster than I can manually kill them myself at this point. So we've got to find a way to, I'm thinking down in here, we can make some big water blades. I want to figure out exactly where they fall down, and maybe I'll just pillar up like a wall, like 2 blocks out to the side, because then we'd have the 2 blocks here. We just need to get a big old blank wall in for now of sorts, and I've got a shulker box plus of gray concrete, so we could use that. Another hour or so of work later, the channels are in down below for our lovely iron golems to all feed themselves here into the center. I haven't really set up a spot yet for them to, you know, kind of get caught down here. I have the lava blade is down here, but I don't have a way for myself to get in to, you know, verify that they're actually being killed by the lava blade. But it looks like we dug down to the right point. How much iron are we looking at? Oh my god. What is this? I was not expecting that. I've gotten 4 stacks myself just from being in the area and like killing iron golems with lava, trying to get them to all go in the same place. I was like, oh, you know, that's probably most of it. I think we need to get that sorting system set up so we can actually do the rest of this. Oh, that's so cool. And I have a really cool idea in mind for decorating like the top of this. I almost want it to look like a circuit board. I think if we like flatten this area out here, add in some cyan terracotta, or maybe we just do some andesite like down at this level here, like change this entire level, and then we do like the cyan terracotta can be like a little bit of like a lip around here. We reveal all of the channels, and this channel here we cover with some glass. I've done that already on top of this little middle bit right in there. I think we can get some really cool looking stuff in here. So let me get some more work done and I'll be back. Well, this is working very, very well now indeed. It's been pretty awesome. Everything's just kind of flowing through here. And so far I've just been sitting there a little AFK, kind of doing some video editing, get it all caught up and everything like that, and letting everything cycle its way over here. And the bone meal off of that, I think is going to be much better than off of the cactus farm, so that's a little sad. But this one's over here just kind of, it's already got like another stack of bone meal in there, but check this out. That's just enough iron for me building this thing. I'm really glad I dedicated 2 whole columns here to doing all that stuff. And my friends, I know I wanted to get that kelp farm in for today's episode, but these things all took me a lot longer than I thought they would. But it really feels like a city now. It's really feeling like a city. We do have one more build that we need to do for today's episode that y'all probably already know through the thumbnail, if I did that correctly and everything there. But like that right there, like there's something substantial. And then once we get a kelp farm up on top of this guy, just going straight up into the sky, I feel like that's going to be very, very cool as well. The iron farm is going to be kind of a lower, flatter building maybe, or we'll build something sticking out of the top of it, kind of how we have the box here with the tower on top of that. But my friends, we are going to be building up a hunting lodge for a brand new Legacy SMP game. I've been flying around the medieval district with hopes of finding a perfect build spot for where we're going to be throwing in our new hunting lodge. And I figured this archer, you know, I was just kind of like over here, and it was pointing over here, and there's no buildings down here or anything like that. So I think this right here is going to be our spot where we can throw a little bit of a hunting lodge in, and I think it's going to fit very, very well back in this corner. I've got a bunch of random blocks here with me that I think will work out pretty well for us. We're just going to kind of wing it with this build and hope that it turns out well. It's going to be very, very spruce heavy. That's kind of a plan that I got here. So if we start here, I'm thinking the inside, I want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to have a 7 wide wall to it. And then I need that cobblestone. And we could just border the base of this with some cobblestone. And then we can make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer guy, but I think it'll work out pretty well for us. And then this can kind of just be the general size of the whole thing. Of course it's empty down there. Now I want to make this feel a lot like a log cabin. So we're going to be raising up these corner beams right throughout here and bringing those up to being 4 tall. And then, if I can do this, and then inside of those, what I'm going to do is just fill in this entire area right here with a bunch more of these spruce logs. And then I'm going to strip these middle ones down. So the walls are just going to be like this right in here. We can bring in some glass and get some windows in there afterwards, but something like that should be pretty cool for us. And to add a little bit more variety into this one, I brought in some stripped oak up there to symbolize like a second floor almost of sorts, maybe where the attic could be. And I've just been surrounding the build. I don't know, I just now realized that this cobblestone pathway was in here. And this might have been something for Gem. That's a problem. Is she online? No, she's not. We're gonna keep building for now, and if we need to move this, we'll move it, and that's okay. So I found out that this base here, or this spot, was claimed by Sausage and claimed by Gem to do a build together. And well, I pinged them both, and Gem said, sure, I don't care, you can use it. There's a lot of space around it. We can build around there. And then Sausage was like, let me come take a look at it. And I was showing him the build. He was like, yeah, you can keep it. And then I went and was like, okay, I'm gonna go get lunch, and logged out right here. And I came back and fell to the bottom of that. Thankfully, he put water down there, but also he put zombies and skeletons, all nicknamed with a thing that I'm not going to say. But so I think that means that we can take this spot. So I'm going to just kind of patch this up, and whoever wants to dig that out later and fall down a hole can do that themselves. And let's get back to building. I got a little bit carried away with building this one, but it's pretty much done now. I'm just adding in the final details. I want it to be pretty basic, though. As you can see, I brought in a little bit of the stripped oak along there. I'm not sure if I like it yet or not. I'm going to leave it for now. I think it gives a nice little bit of a highlight. Oh, I forgot to bring bushes over. Oh, bummer. Okay, I need to go back and get some leaf blocks and things. Actually, I might have some in my ender chest. If we get lucky, we've got... I know I have that... this guy. It does. Oh, yes. Perfect. Okay, we need to get some... Let's just take some oak leaves, and I'll walk y'all through this here in just a second. But what I need to do is just kind of dot in some leaf blocks around here. Make it look a little bit more overgrown than not. We, of course, have our outhouse on the side. Let's dot a few of these in there. You make it look a little bit full and everything like that. And then I just wanted to dot a few leaf blocks around this guy. Back here, I do have an area for some firewood and everything for the inside. So, you know, it feels a little bit more like a logging cabin of sorts. I want to be very basic. It's not meant to be too extreme or anything like that out here. It's meant to very much just be a simple hunting lodge that you might find in the mountains. Definitely owned by some crude hunter dudes. They've got a little bit of a spitting spittoon out here and everything. And then you can come inside. And we've got the brand new game. It's hunting season, folks. We are after the most elusive prey, the Wandering Trader. If you're up for the challenge to join the lodge, you must pay 1 diamond block, rename it and to your name and add it to the barrel. Hunting season begins soon, date to be announced soon. Scoring will be 1 point per Wandering Trader head, 0.5 per Trader Llama head. Winner takes all diamond blocks, fresh heads only, no previous ones allowed. So like I had 7 or 8 of these in my chest so far, and those aren't going to be allowed or anything like that. Also down here we do have a little bit of a rug going on with this here sheepy, and I actually want to move him back, get rid of that one for now. And what I'm going to do is add this white wool here. We can add the white sheep head there, and then we'll come back and put that torch right back under here so it actually, you know, fits in and everything and gives ourselves a little bit more light. And illuminates this side here, but I like the lodge. I think it's good enough. It's open. It's kind of what I was hoping for. And I'm gonna leave an anvil right in here, and we're gonna add our name and our thing to the hat, I guess we'll say. We are in the hunting lodge. I will make a post for everybody here, give them a little bit of an idea, and hopefully this will be cool. Make sure you go to everybody else's videos and tell them that we've got a brand new server-wide game going on here. I'm super excited for this one. I think it's gonna be fun. It'll be cool kind of watching out for the Wandering Traders, you know, giving them a use. But that, my friends, is gonna have to do it for today's video. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please be sure to click that like button down below if you did enjoy, as I'm trying to wander around here, remembering my base. Click that subscribe button if you're brand new, and my friends, I will catch you on the fWhip side. It's cool fWhip. It's cool fWhip.